They say, can you check if this is in line with your terms of service? And those URLs weren't. So I'm wondering why you wouldn't mention that.
First of all, the government, I can't even report that yet. All right. When they're doing this, it's self-evident what they're doing, and I don't have to make claims about what it is. I can just show you what they're doing. Everybody knows.
Listen to these words. Listen to how cult fucked his mind is. Can you hear this? Can you imagine, like, a journalist, okay? A journalist, all right? My goal as a journalist is to show you things that you don't know about. That's what my goal is. I want to dig into companies. I want to find information. I'm going to show you, the people, this shit that I found. And then somebody asks you, like, bro, I mean, like, I don't have to explain. I mean, just look, I don't have to explain anything. What do you mean? It's your job to explain things. That's literally what the fuck you do. That's what you're here for. That's the whole purpose of your existence.
That's the problem. You didn't show the world that the Biden campaign asked for nude images. You didn't. Other people pointed out what those URLs were. You never did. And that's the problem, Matt. There's a lot of omission.
Tens of thousands of things that I wrote. Am I going to describe every single thing that I published?
That was the first Twitter file and the most viral tweet. Noam Chomsky, who you know and I know and we like,
which is about a subject you guys screwed up.
Said one of the, we'll come back to that, has said one of the greatest forms of censorship in the media is censorship by omission. You've heard that quote. There's a lot of omission in the Twitter files, a lot you and your colleagues don't tell us. You mentioned in passing, for example, in your very first thread that the Trump White House made requests of Twitter too, i.e. the actual government, not the Biden campaign. But you didn't tell us what those Trump requests were. It took an actual Twitter whistleblower. Well, it took an actual Twitter whistleblower in front of Congress to reveal that Trump once demanded Twitter take down a mean tweet about him from the model Chrissy Teigen. You didn't mention that in any of your Twitter files posts.
Because I didn't have that story. I don't have it.
Weren't they in the emails? Weren't you given free reign and access to see anything you wanted? Now, here's this. I don't know if this journalist is going to get this. The MSNBC guy. Here's a really important question. You said you had access to everything. So one of three things is happening right now. Either one, you're fucking lying, okay? You're lying, and you did see it, you chose not to. Two, you didn't have access to it. So Elon Musk gave it, or Elon Musk didn't give it to you. Or three, it might only be two. One is that you're either lying, because you had it, you didn't report on it. Or two, just two. Or two is that Elon Musk didn't give it to you, so you didn't have all the information you thought you did, right? The whole point of the Twitter file is supposed to be that you guys had unrestricted access to every possible fucking thing in the world. And now you're telling me that there's something that was pretty fucking important, the current sitting government administration, and you didn't report on it. It was making requests from Twitter. You didn't report on it. Why?
Doesn't that tell you something? That you had the Biden story and not the Trump story, that Elon Musk was giving you one side of the story.
No, you don't understand. First of all, that first batch of files resulted in the firing of Twitter's general counsel.
Oh my God.
We were looking at something on a very short time frame, but we didn't have it. I went out of my way to report that fact. I was the first person who reported that Donald Trump made requests and had them honored on Twitter.
But you outlined which ones the Biden team did without giving full context, but you didn't outline which ones the Trump. Well, maybe you should ask yourself why it is you didn't have it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. A lot of your own Twitter files reporting shows top Twitter employees
They don't have it either, by the way. The whistleblower in Congress didn't have it either.
Why would Congress have it?
She did say under oath that this actually happened, so you can accuse her of what you want later.
I don't have to accuse them.
So it sounds like you are. Out of interest, Matt, the emails you show really difficult content moderation decisions. They don't show Twitter rolling over. They show people actually having really interesting discussions, unlike now where Elon Musk just dictates that NPR is state affiliated and it happens overnight. They also show Twitter resisting requests to things that members of Congress have asked them to take down, members of the FBI. So I wonder, how do you call this a censorship industrial complex when Twitter, according to your own files, is saying no a lot of the time? I mean, if it was censorship, they'd have just rolled over every time Agent Chan of the FBI or Congressman Adam Schiff made a demand, but they didn't.
I published an explicit tweet which describes Twitter's internal ads policy, where they say publicly, we are going to represent that we make these decisions at our sole discretion. Internally, we are going to act when the U.S. intelligence agency, the U.S. intelligence community, that's the quote, when the U.S. intelligence community determines that an account is linked to a foreign malign threat actor. So they're talking about their two-phase system in the document. Now, yes.
But your words, Matt, you say, to their credit, they turned down requests. You say it yourself. Those are your words in the Twitter files.
Yeah, they did, but this is a story that has multiple layers to it. The government is constantly
nuanced.
applying pressure to these companies. It starts with a baseline of them not wanting to be engaged at all with the government, or to have a very limited relationship. The door gets kicked open when in 2017, particularly in the fall of 2017, when the Senate Intelligence Committee starts leaning on Twitter to endorse their accusations that there had been a substantial number of bots linked to Russia's Internet Research Agency. And essentially it was made plain to Twitter that they would both be subject to lots of bad press and perhaps increased regulation if they didn't communicate with the Senate Intelligence Committee in the way that they wanted.
But communicating is not rolling over, Matt. All I'm saying is I don't see the evidence. If I saw evidence, they didn't. Adam Schiff says take down a tweet, and they don't, according to your own files.
What's Adam Schiff going to do? Is Adam Schiff the CIA? Is the CIA going to come to Twitter and say
so
this
do
is
you
a
have
deal
evidence?
breaker?
So do you have evidence that the CIA demanded a tweet got taken down and they did it immediately? Because I haven't seen it.
Well, we think it's the CIA.
What the fuck? He sounds like a fucking moron. I feel like I'm in clown town. I feel like I'm in clown world right now. There are conservatives in my YouTube chat right now that defend this guy. Are you serious? It feels like a YouTube video essayist went into a mainstream media fucking battle room with no preparation.
So do you have evidence that the CIA demanded a tweet got taken down and they did it immediately? Because I haven't seen it.
Well, we think it's the CIA, quote unquote, other government agencies. We know that there's CIA was present.
You think it's the CIA? You began the interview saying you don't make claims. It's just evidence.
I don't know if they're on like a time limit. They must be on a time limit. Because like these are scenarios where like just let him talk. Just be quiet and let him talk because this guy is stumbling hard. Holy shit.
Okay, let's talk about your evidence, Matt, because as I say, people...
Quote me directly if you're going to do this. Quote me directly.
What am I quoting? You just said this, we think it's the CIA.
Yeah, he just asked you.
I haven't seen a single Twitter file where the CIA tells
this.
Yoel Roth to take it down.
We showed reports that came through the Foreign Interference Task Force. We know it came through the FBI. We know that's the destination by which it came, but the origin of the document we couldn't determine because, and there's lots of these. We have hundreds.
There are lots of these, and Twitter doesn't deny that they take stuff
preparation
down.
tips from
Right?
Bosch.
Twitter put out a report in
Caroline, and you're going to let me answer the question because
Please.
you're accusing me of getting this wrong. So these documents. I went out and I talked to every former intelligence person from every agency that I could to try to identify where these documents came from. And I ended up quoting, I think I quoted John Kiriakou and I think one other person as saying that looks about right. Because the people that I talked to thought that this was probably a CIA document, that they thought that it looked like that. It could have been from some other agencies, but I did what I put the document up and I said, this is what it looks like. This is what these people thought it was. I reported that other people talked about OGA, that's.
And I'm not, Matt, just to be clear, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing any of that. I'm saying there's no evidence that the government is ordering Twitter to take a bunch of stuff down and Twitter's agreeing to everything.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.